Good morning, family. Welcome to Organized Minds. This build here is about the sun, where I'm focused on bringing much insight as possible about the sun. No further delay, man. Let's get into this. They say if everything is in existence, every melanated organism is in existence through the thoughts and the will of the creator. How is this? How can we prove and show this? We will start about what is light. What is light? Light is electricity and magnetism. Light is electricity and magnetism. Sorry about the board. And magnetism. I just abbreviated. Okay. Thoughts literally hold a mass that can be measured. Thoughts. Thoughts on the physical realm is manifested as electricity. In neuroscience, you will understand that thoughts travel along your nervous system via electricity. So electricity is thoughts in the physical realm. Now, magnetism, will. Magnetism is your will, okay? Will. When you love someone, you will them into existence by having a magnetic pull towards them. It's through your will, your heart chakra, that you will things into existence. And even your thoughts, even you being a miniature sun, your thoughts are electricity. And depending on what you will and desire or what you love, you will attract into your existence. So as a man think he is, but that's another type of bill. So we are in existence as a result of the thoughts of the will of the creator. Now, moving on. Without the sun, there will be no physical existence. There will be no physical existence. There will be existence with no physical existence. How is this so? The sun ionized particles, which make them radioactive, aka in order to become stable, they must give away an electron. And now you have a periodic table as a result of the sun sparking an atom, sparking a particle. And everything that's in physical existence is made up of elements. And those elements consist of elements out of the periodic table. And just to go off on a tangent for a minute, we have to understand when the sun received a thought via radio message from the universe to born a sun, which I'm going to go into in a minute, this sun came into existence and stardust. And now one thing they do tell you about space, that it contains stardust, but they don't tell you that it contains genes, DNA, information that can create life. So when this stardust come into the gravitational pull of the sun, just like baking a cake, that stardust starts to create, and before you know it, you have a planet. And that's just even proving and showing that, like I said, will, magnetism, that the sun has a pull, pull on the planets. So its light holds information. Now we have to understand that the galaxy, the sun is traveling through the galaxy at millions of miles an hour. And everything that's going on out of space is unfathomable to the human. So we got to understand this. Even though everything is seems still, everything is moving immensely fast, and everything is immensely loud. The universe is so loud that you can't even hear it. But not back to the point. Now, how do we know that the sun, before it came this big nuclear self-fueling ball, how do we know that it came in existence from a thought via a radio wave? Took the liberty of looking up radio. This is the Google search. The Google search radio, this is what you come up with. The transmission and reception of electromagnetic wave of radio frequency, especially those carrying sound messages. In order for this wave to exist, we have to understand that you have to speak. So when it said in the Bible, it said, God said, let there be light. There is a lot of truth to that. And understand that the Bible is evolved around this concept. The Bible is literally called the Sun Book. Holy come from the Greek word or Latin word helios. Correct me in the comment section. And the Bible come from the Greek or Latin word biblios. So the sun literally, so the book, the Holy Bible literally means sun book. So understand that the forces behind the Bible, understand the metaphysics of the sun, and even downright to Jesus being the sun and the 12 disciples being the 12 zodiac signs. But let's get back, stay on task. Now, if we know that the transmission and reception of electromagnetic wave, in order for this to be transmission, it need to be receiving. So that's showing you that the sun was strategically brought into existence. Bird communicate or send a message by radio. Who is the sun communicating with? You. This is the entire electromagnetic spectrum. We said the melanated being can absorb. All the way at the end of this light, spectrum is melanin. Which I will get into in a minute and explain here furthermore. It's so the sun is literally communicating with you with your higher self. Get back on point. Now, when we say life was first manifested through colors, this would when we say life was first manifested through colors, we was talking about the colors in the visible light spectrum. So skipping levels here, you have radio wave, you have microwave, you have infrared, and you have the visible light spectrum, which is right here. And these are the colors that's in the visible light spectrum. Now, it should be more like bottom to top, but this is the bottom on top. And the color red starts at 405 hertz. And the color red is between 505 hertz and 480 hertz. Physical reality literally manifests at 432 terahertz. So anything below 432 terahertz is not in physical existence. So this is how, when we say the first forms of life was manifested through color, this is what we're talking about. Also, when you see the rainbow, this is what the rainbow is picking up on, because this is the visible light spectrum. This is why you're able to see the rainbow, because your eyes and ears can only pick, your ears specifically can only pick up on a certain frequency. Now, and which is this frequency you can see here. Now I can get back, excuse me. The colors in the electromagnetic spectrum cover from 405 to 790 terahertz. And you have and to bring a little understanding of what is a terahertz. I know y'all probably trying to figure out what is a terahertz. 1 terahertz is this here. Whatever that number is there, that's 12 zeros. That's 1 terahertz. So could you imagine something hitting this many times a second? That's how hard that motherfucking sun vibrating. So when we say that we were literally manifested, the sun is literally manifested reality, this is what we're talking about. 1 terahertz is whatever that is a second. Now imagine 405 terahertz. You get what I'm saying? 432 terahertz. So that's to give you more clear understanding what you're looking at when you know what a terahertz is. Work with me, family. I have my notes. Make sure I stay on course. And as time go on, I would definitely get better with y'all, man. Now, I covered that the colors in electromagnetic spectrum cover from red to violet. Now, every color in nature, every color that you can see right now, even vibrates at the same frequency of these colors. You know how, especially all organic life. And I'm pretty sure everything in existence is vibrating for a fact at that frequency. That's why you're able to receive it as green, yellow, or whatever. But with that being said, lean on to this is how the ancestors knew which foods to eat, because they knew which colors deal with certain aspects of our being. And when I say about how they knew which colors deal with certain aspects of our being, they understood that the nature was color coded. And as you see the same colors in the electromagnetic spectrum, you will also find them in the human chakras. And the human chakras has a mental, and a physical and a spiritual correspondence to the body. So, of course, you'll know which food. If you understood which chakras deal with certain aspects of your being, you'll know which foods to eat. So what I'm saying is, if you had a stomach problem, digestive problem, you would eat banana peppers. And of course, that would have your digestion. If you was trying to decalcify your pineal gland, you would focus on eating purple foods, because your third eye gland will be purple. So you will focus on purple foods to help heal it. And the list goes on, but in future references we will cover that. But now, staying on task, on script, the human also, I have to help y'all. The human chakras, and we found out earlier that the sun is literally communicating. So now we have understood that all melanated life is in existence through the thoughts and the will of the Creator. Okay? And the melanated organism can absorb the entire electromagnetic spectrum of the sun. As a result, the sun is sending results to who? To you. And how is the sun? How are you receiving these messages? Through your chakras. Okay? And dealing with whatever frequency you're vibrating at, that's what dealing with whatever frequency you're vibrating at, that's where you're going to receive the most information. So if you're in your lower self, you want to deal with lower level thought patterns. If you're in your if you're above your heart chakra and above, you're going to deal with higher intellectual thoughts. You're going to be able to fathom intellectual thoughts, because remember, your chakras are inputs and outputs. If you're down here, you will never able to receive some energy. That's all this really is. You will never be able to receive this new wine per se and put it in so it's pretty much, it just explodes, so you'll never accept it. So that's something I like to go into in the future reference. So whatever you're vibrating at, that's what level chakra that you're in. Now, with that being said, man, I hope I brought much insight as possible. And with that, I love y'all.